Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Blacktop Banter. We're back again. This is our second try at this one. So I recorded it last time, didn't record audio. All we had was a video. It looked fantastic. We looked really good. We were nice and clean shaven, ready to go. And there was no audio. So we're going to go back. We're going to kick this again. I really appreciate Casey coming back and giving us another shot here for the audience. I think it's a great thing that he's done and what he's built, and which it'll be fantastic for us to share. So Casey, you go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Well, thanks, Marvin. I'm Casey. I founded Bin Blasters. We're a garbage can cleaning company, and we're growing across the country. It's really exciting.
Yeah. And you guys are located in Utah right now. That's kind of the headquarters.
Yeah,
correct?
we're here in Utah. We've got locations opening in Illinois next week, Las Vegas in the next month. We've got actually just today we're closing on 3 service areas that I've been servicing the past 2 years. You know, our company here. Now we're handing those off to a franchisee, and he'll be servicing those areas. So he's walking into a bunch of customers. He's got a really good.
Yeah, he's got it made. That guy's got it made. That's a dream. That one.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the background of Bin Blasters and how you got started and how you fired it up.
So it's been a few years, but you know, I lived up in another town about 6 years ago. I mentioned it to my son. You know, our garbage can smelled awful. And I was like, buddy, I should make you a trailer with some kind of lever mechanism that lifts up the can with the spray head in it and sprays the can out. You know, I was like, our garbage cans stink. I know our neighbors' cans have to stink too.
Yeah.
And he just laughed at it. And I was like, well, I don't need the job. So if you don't want to do it, I'm not going to spend the time building a trailer. And the idea kind of died. And then a couple of years, 4 years later, the idea kind of popped back in. And I was like, I wonder if anything's come with that. And I looked it up, and there's equipment. You could buy equipment for it. I was like, all right, I knew I wasn't crazy. People want garbage cans clean.
Yep.
So my partner and I, we jumped in with the most basic DIY rig we could. It was a kit that we bought from a company, and you had to put it together yourself. It came mostly assembled.
Okay.
But we didn't want to jump in without knowing anything into the most expensive equipment yet. And we didn't have anybody to really. There were a few people to talk to about it, but it's really just people trying to sell you equipment. That's who you could talk to.
Right.
And so we went in pretty basic, and we wanted to test our marketing ideas and test out stuff, and it worked. Over the couple of years, we had 4 different rigs that we tried out and tested out. I wanted to see what the best was out there.
Right.
I didn't want to just be told what the best equipment was from a salesman trying to sell me that equipment.
Yeah.
So I had 4 different rigs from different companies. We traded up and flipped equipment, and I learned a lot. And here we are now. We kind of blew up on TikTok, and it enabled us to have this audience that was interested in this. And so we're growing around the country now.
Yeah, man. That's where you and I connected, right? It was TikTok. Like all of a sudden it must have been Bin Blasters must have been something I was interested in, man, because we actually had a connection with our friend Adam Golston at AG Sports Services. And Adam said, hey man, if I walked into his shop one day, I seen he had a rig, and I was like, man, what the heck is this thing? And so it kind of looked like a hot water pressure washing unit. And he's like, no, man, it's for cleaning garbage cans. And I was like, dude, that's a brilliant idea. And he was like, well, if you're going to get, if you want to learn more about it, he's like, there's this guy named Casey. This is the guy you got to follow. That's awesome. That's how it kicked in, and that's how we done it. Adam's been a guest here, so we're coming full circle, and we got Casey here now. Awesome. So when we talk about Bin Blasters as a service, give me just a quick overview of how that works. Somebody all of a sudden gets a flyer, or they see you on your TikToks or an ad somewhere, and they say, I think I'm going to call and see about what it would be for me to get my bins done.
Yeah, it's real simple. They're going to see something maybe on their garbage can. They're going to see an ad on Facebook. They're going to see something on TikTok. And if they're local, obviously we can take care of them. And then it's just a really easy sign up process. We've got an option where you can get it cleaned one time, but since garbage never stops, it's going to get dirty again. So our monthly or quarterly plans are what people really grab onto. Then we show up every month or every quarter. We clean the garbage can out. The truck lifts it up. It sprays it out with hot water. It catches all the dirty water, catches anything that was left inside that can. And then we put it down. It's steaming. And then we'll spot clean any spots with the wand, make sure the whole lid and the handle, the outside, everything is nice and clean. And then we'll spritz it with some lavender and roll it back up to the house, put one of our little green tags on it. That stop takes us about 5 minutes. So it's a quick process. And people love it. They love us coming back. It's not something they do and then we're good. We're going to
Right.
go back to dirty. That no, this is a service I like. I enjoy it. It's not expensive. I'll do this every month or every 3 months. We've had customers from, our very first week in business. They're still with us. We've cleaned their cans 20 times now, and they love it. Yeah, there's a reason they got it done.
Yeah, it makes it worry free. Like you get on the schedule. Our previous podcast guest, Jason from Grass is Greener, they set theirs up the same way with a program called Service Autopilot, and he said the same thing. He's like, we got customers that from the very beginning, they set up with us and they're on rotation and have been forever. They love the fact that it's worry-free. They can get their grass cut. You kind of got the same thing here going on with bin blasters. People don't have to worry about it. They don't got to worry about what they're putting in there because it gets cleaned out anyways and gets done. Right. So it's a great idea. And I'm super glad to see an idea come to fruition and become successful, Casey. It's pretty neat, man. So let's talk about what's next then, man, because I'm genuinely interested in business all around. And I know there's entrepreneurs that always are, right? And they're always like, you always see people that jump into a franchise when they really love the restaurant, right? And it's not a massive restaurant in the country. They like to get in right at the ground floor and get moving before it becomes a standard thing. And gosh, I'm willing to bet bin blasters is going to be a standard thing here across the nation by the time in a while here. So what do people do? What's next for bin blasters? What's a plan here going forward with franchising and getting that out there?
We really want to first educate. We talk to so many people that are in different stages of entrepreneurship in general. You have the researchers that are just thinking they want to do something. Then you have the people that are maybe working on a side hustle. They're trying something. Then you have people that are either in business or wanting to add something to their business, or they have that capital and they're just like, I want to get going. Let's go.
Yep.
So we're creating a platform. First off, you can call it coaching, but it's really just a place where people can go where we can talk about working outside. There's a lot of things we could get people involved in. Bin cleaning is one of them, but there's a lot of other services we can provide. And I have a partner that we're going to be starting a coaching program to help people on this journey of, I want to work outside making money, but I don't know how, and I don't know what I could do, and I don't know how much money I could make, but I see people doing it and I'm really curious. So why not start teaching people that are curious about being outside, working and making money, how to do, teaching them about the basics of pressure washing, Christmas lights, bin cleaning, window cleaning. So we want to really start people on, here's things you can do outside that these customers will all kind of work together, right? A bin cleaning customer is probably going to want window cleaning at some point. They're probably going to want Christmas lights. These are services we could provide. And that customer base that we gain with bin cleaning helps us reach out and do those other services. But we could get people started on Christmas lights, and maybe they could add bin cleaning later, or maybe they could start in pressure washing. It doesn't cost a lot to get going, but you can make a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
Bin cleaning is an expensive business to get started, but I know people are interested in it. But hey, maybe we could start you over here for a lot less money, and then we'll build into bin cleaning. That's the kind of thing we're working on, because a lot of guys want to work outside. They just don't know how to do it or what they could do, so we want to start teaching them about that. That's what's really coming next. And that's going to help really start. It's almost like a franchising mentorship program. It's like a building into it. As we're working with people that are learning from us, that's who I'd want on our team, because they've taken the time to want that coaching.
It's the old analogy of getting the boat closer to the dock, right? Before you jump in. And seal coating is an outdoor, it's an outdoor business. Easy to get into, entry level low, but you kind of still, when we're on projects, very often our guys get asked, hey, do you know a landscaping company? Because we kind of want to get this landscape, or, somebody that does window cleaning, because, we really just want to get our windows clean. And like you were saying, it's a foot in the door. We're able to get rolling and get going. I think it's a great program and a great idea, because, they have programs now, Casey, and things where people pay to be outdoors and walk on grass, and take their shoes off and things. And that's where we're supposed to be, we're supposed to be outdoors.
There's a connection there, man. And there's a lot of people that reach out to me. They're in a corporate world. They're tired and they just don't know what to do. And they have no idea how much money they could make outside. They see people that work outside. A lot of people think I can make more sitting here at my desk. Like, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Like you can absolutely still sit at your desk, but you have a business that's based outside, making a tremendous amount of money. And if we get you started in bin cleaning, great, but maybe we'll start you in another spot, but it's all going to work together. So it's exciting. That's kind of the next thing coming. And
yeah,
um,
we get a lot of guys where they're all right sitting at that desk, but on the weekends, man, they want to be outdoors working on something. Or maybe they work 4 10-hour shifts early in the week, and then they got 3 more days, and they're like, man, I just want to be outdoors doing my own business, my own thing on the weekends or whenever, So it does it kind of satisfies an old primal urge, I think, to be outside and be outdoors. So once we get them to that step, right, and they get going and they get into a venture or do whatever, to bring it back around and talk about bin blasters. I absolutely love the idea of the franchising. And if people were interested in that, where would they go, Case, and how would they get the information on that?
Yeah. First thing is our website, really our TikTok. Start there. I've got a link that takes you to a really simple download, just giving you very basic, because the questions people always have: how much it costs? How do you get started? What do you do? So it's like, boom, go there, get those answers. And if you really want to keep talking, great. There'll be a link there. You can reach out to me. It's real simple. I just don't have the time to book hour-long calls every day telling people how the industry works.
Yep.
But if I can put that out there in an easier way, we can get those answers. And then, all right, no problem. I see how it works. I get it. I still want more info. Then I'm happy to talk to them, because there's a lot of basic info that weeds a lot of people out instantly.
Right.
So we're really looking for the people that are either, like we're talking with a couple in Tampa tonight. Yep. This is our second conversation with them. Incredible couple. He's a go-getter. She's a go-getter. She's connected in her community. They're looking for something to do together. This is ideal because we can show them exactly what to do, help them with their marketing, do all the digital marketing for them, all the funnels, all the automations, and they can just focus on growing this business locally in Florida. And so it's people like that. So we're looking for either power couples that are looking for something, people that are already in business, individuals that are like, I need something different. I'm excited to be doing something. I want all the help I can get. Let's do it. So yeah, TikTok's a great place to start. That link in my bio there. And then we're building out tons and tons more content too.
Yeah, dude, you are consistently putting out fantastic content.
Well, thanks, man.
The quality of the content on your guys' TikTok is unbelievable, Casey. And you don't see it all that often from businesses, right? Like you'll see kind of a cookie cutter thing, but you guys hop on the trends and you create your own trends as well. Some of my favorite ones are the lid that closes and it has the spritzer of the sprays a can when you drop it. Yeah. Those are some, and then you got the little bin, right? And the truck and everything else. The thing I think it satisfies a lot of people to watch your content because people love equipment, right? And they love innovation and that kind of stuff. And they see that with the truck. And then, once in a while you have Cash on there, right? And he'll be like, yep, it's just me. I'm doing 26, 29 routes today, 29 stops, whatever it is. And you're just, all of a sudden the entrepreneur brain starts sparking and stuff. And it gets people genuinely interested. What is the handle on your guys' TikTok, Case?
It's at KC Bin Blasters.
All right. And then I just tagged it on our story on Blacktop Banter, but Instagram
was Dirty Bin Blasters.
Dirty Bin Blasters.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything else we want to touch on that I didn't prompt you to that you'd like to talk about this episode before I get into the fun parts?
No, man, we're just excited to help. We're going to be building some really cool stuff for people. You don't have to get into bin cleaning right off the bat. You don't have to get into bin cleaning ever. But if you want to work outside, we're going to help you at least learn how to do it and what may be interesting. We're going to invite you to come to Utah. You can go to Idaho to where my partner is. You could spend a day with us in the truck. We could go to lunch. Then we'll talk all about the industry. You could go with his crew. You could go power washing all night and see if commercial power washing is something you want to do. You could go out and clean windows with one of his crews. We could do Christmas lights for a day and see if that's something you want to do. We can literally give you a day of trying something out. You're going to pay us for that day. You're taking our time. You're going to take You're going to have a lot of fun. And if you don't have fun, you're going to know it wasn't fun. And you're not going to jump into that business because a lot of people are just jumping in from seeing our videos. And then they've got a $130,000 truck. They've never cleaned a garbage can, never spent a day doing it. Let's show you what it's like before you jump into this thing. So that's what's going to be fun. Come out, spend a day with us.
Yeah, I think it's a great program, man. I think it's a great idea. you know, that's the hesitation that a lot of people have getting into business, and they're able to, for a small fee, you know, see if it's their cup of tea or not. You know, everyone's scared of that risk of jumping into it. Well, you're not essentially jumping into it. You get to dip your toes in the water a little bit and see if the temperature's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if for the entrepreneurs and business owners that are listening out there, what would be a great piece of advice that you would give to somebody who's looking to get into business or doing business outside? You know, because you become very successful with Bin Blasters, I will say, and I think people might get a great advantage from you with a great piece of advice.
100%, man. Invest in knowledge. Don't make a decision from talking to a salesperson, right? This person's whole intention is to try and sell you on a piece of equipment. And until you try that thing out, until you're testing out, spend a day with someone. If there's somebody local in your area, don't call that person on the phone. Don't call a bin cleaner. He's busy. Don't call him on the phone during the day. He's working. He's going to be annoyed. Send him an email with an offer to pay him $100 for his time, for an hour of his time. That's how you're going to get information. Yep. Not by calling someone in the middle of the day. Hey, I just want to see you if you want to talk about bin cleaning. No, I'm busy. If you would have emailed me, I would have gladly probably set a time with you. But the fact that you called me at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, expecting me to drop what I was doing and talk to you. So as you're trying to learn about an industry, respect people's time. People are more than happy to help. If you respect their time, email them, DM them on Instagram, whatever. Do not call or text someone in the middle of the day because they're busy and they're not going to want to talk to you. That's the biggest piece of advice. When you're doing your research, respect someone's time.
Yeah. And more than likely, if you follow those guidelines, you're going to create a relationship that's advantageous to both, more than likely.
That's it. They're going to want to help. People want to be helpful inherently, unless they're just insecure. They don't want to share their stuff. They want to help. Make it easy for them to help you.
Cool. Great piece of advice, my friend. Great piece of advice. Cool. All right. So we're winding down. We're going to do a pod deck real quick. We're going to ask Casey a random question out of here. One the other day was, is a hot dog a sandwich, and why not? And that was probably one of the best ones we ever got. So I'm going to cut the deck and we'll pull it apart and we'll see. I think we might have already got this one, dude. What makes you feel old? Hey, hey.
I'm almost there, man. Every day I'm like, should I just shave my head? Like, look at this crap. I mean, I can't go out like that.
Man, I'm telling you, it's a freeing experience.
It has to be. If I wear a hat anyway, I'm thinking of just buzzing it. I don't think I want to bick it. I just want to buzz it and then see what it looks like. I may go to Turkey and get the hair transplants in 5 years. I don't know. That right there.
That's that to me, dude. It was like a freeing experience. It's kind of like, you know, when you're home alone and you're like, well, I guess I can take these clothes off. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. When you shave your head, it's like, and I did the same thing. I buzzed it down real short for probably 3 or 4 years, and then I started bicking it. And you know, it's once you give in, you're just like, this is kind of nice. So yes,
buddy, I think you inspired me. I'm just gonna buzz it real short and just keep wearing it because I wear a hat every day anyway.
I do too. Yeah, I do.
Because if I fix it, you can see through the whole thing. You can see my scalp. So that's makes me feel old, man. I'm 43 and
You've earned it. Let's just say you've earned it. Yeah, you've earned it.
That's
cool.
Good.
Cool. All right. That's it, man. Congratulations. Very excited to have you back. Thank you very much for go ahead and getting some vengeance on our previous episode and making it right. Speaks a lot about your character and how determined you are. And I really appreciate that. All right. For myself and Casey, this is Blacktop Banter. And here we speak asphalt, but we also speak a lot of other stuff too. And as always, we want you to seal it, pave it, stripe it, and kill it. Peace, guys.
See you, buddy.